Proclamation 2025. Constitutional Instrument number 8 of 2025. The Constitution of Sierra Leone, Act number 6 of 1991. The 6th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone, commencement of 3rd session. An exercise of the powers conferred upon him by subsection 1 of section 84 of the Constitution. The President hereby makes the following proclamation. Now, therefore, I, Brigadier Retired Julius Mada Bio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Supreme Head of State, Grand Commander of the Order of the Republic, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Fountain, Head of Unity, Honor, Freedom, and Justice, do hereby proclaim that the 3rd session of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone shall be held at Parliament Building, Tower Hill, commencing on the 7th August 2025 at 10 o'clock in the forenoon. Made this 22nd day of July 2025. Signed, Brigadier Retired Julius Mada Bio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Honorable Vice President, Mr. Speaker, my Lord the Chief Justice, Her Excellency the First Lady, Ministers, Deputy Ministers of Government, and Honorable Members of Parliament, Your Worship, the Mayor of Freetown, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for His Excellency the President.
The Honorable Vice President, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Honorable Chief Justice, Madam First Lady, former Vice Presidents, former Honorable Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, members of the judiciary, ministers of government, honorable members of parliament, our revered traditional and local government leaders, our religious leaders, the mayor of the municipality of Freetown, members of the security, public safety and intelligence services, civil society organizations, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, good morning. I'm here before you today with deep humility and gratitude to open the 3rd session of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic of Sierra Leone. I do so fully aware of the sacred trust our people have placed in us to lead with integrity, wisdom, and courage. This house is the beating heart of our democracy. It is here that we make decisions which shape every home, every farm, every school, and every market across our nation. It is here that we determine whether Sierra Leone's future will be defined by unity and progress or by division and delay. Over the past year, you have chosen service above self. You have debated with vigor, legislated with purpose, and placed country above party. Whether stabilizing our economy, reforming the petroleum sector, strengthening national security, or expanding opportunities for our young people and women, you have shown the true character of a parliament that works for the people. I therefore commend the leadership of this house. Every honorable member, the heads of all political parties and our paramount chiefs, you have fulfilled your mandate with honor and earned the gratitude of a proud and hopeful nation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will lay before this honorable house a comprehensive report detailing our governance record and achievements from the year past. I trust Parliament will give it the careful review it deserves, consistent with your oversight mandate and our shared responsibility for national transformation. My address, however, is not about reciting figures. It is a story of progress and possibility. It is a snapshot of where we are, what we have achieved together, the challenges that remain, and the vision that guides us forward. As we open this new session, let us renew our shared commitment to serve above self, to put country before party, and to build a future worthy of the hopes of every Sierra Leonean. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we meet at a moment of both optimism and responsibility. Across every district, Sierra Leoneans look to us to deliver on the promise of development, opportunity, and stability. It is a profound responsibility and a sacred trust. Through the Medium-Term National Development Plan 2024-2030, we are translating bold aspirations into measurable progress, bringing services closer to our people, restoring confidence in public institutions, and laying the foundations of a more inclusive, resilient, and prosperous Sierra Leone. This mission is bigger than politics. Bigger than any one of us. It is a task of a generation. The Big Five Game Changers Overview. Honorable Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Our vision is anchored in the big 5 game changers. The core priorities at the heart of the national transformation agenda. I will highlight the key progress we have made in transforming agriculture, expanding human capital, empowering our youth, driving digital and infrastructure growth, and building a transparent and accountable public service. These are practical steps that are already changing lives. How we grow our food, educate our children, empower our youth, and power our economy, and make governance more accountable. Game changer 1, feed salon, agriculture, and food security. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when we launched the Big 5 Game Changers in 2023, we set out a simple truth. Sierra Leone must stand on its own feet. We cannot truly prosper if we depend on ships sailing to our shore for our daily food. That is why Feed Salon sits at the heart of our agenda. Food security is about dignity, independence, and a future where every family can put food on the table. Last year, rice production grew by 8%, cotton imports by 14%, and saving us $15 million United States dollars in foreign exchange. For the first time in my own living memory, the price of rice has fallen by over 20%. Giving families some relief. We have opened 3 new rice mills, reducing waste and boosting local processing. For the first time, the World Food Programme buys 30% of its rice from farmers in Sierra Leone. This is a dramatic shift from years of near total import dependence. The story is similar for other foods. Egg imports have decreased by 21%. Local onions are now cheaper than imported ones. And we are exporting vegetable oil for the first time. Behind these results is real investment, over $800 million pledged, with $205 million already committed to livestock, cassava, and rural roads. We launched a $10 million credit facility for modern equipment and Sierra Leone's first crop insurance scheme. We have mapped our soils digitally for the first time and registered 300,000 farmers biometrically, building a modern, accountable farming system. 420 kilometers of feeder roads and new bridges are under construction on a Responding to climate change, we are embedding resilience into our food systems under the Paris Agreement. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Feed Salon is a promise that Sierra Leone can feed itself, create jobs, and give farmers and young people a future worth staying for. The fisheries sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, fishing sustains over 1 million Sierra Leoneans, especially women and young people in the coastal communities. The sector contributes 12% of our GDP and must be managed wisely. In 2024, the sector earned $5 million, already beating revenue targets. With our new quota management system, revenues will more than double while protecting our fish stock. We have digitized fisheries data, launched an aquaculture and inland fisheries policy, and introduced a closed fishing season to help stock recover. Industrial fishing is set to rise to 150,000 metric tons. The landmark partnership with Egypt is opening doors for joint ventures in commercial fishing and shrimp farming. The reforms in the fisheries sector will establish a modern blue economy that will create jobs now while safeguarding our ocean for the future. Game changer 2, human capital development. Basic and senior secondary education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, no nation can rise above the quality of its people. Education is the ladder families use to climb out of poverty, and the foundation on which nations build prosperity. When I visit schools, I see children full of hope. Some work for miles, some study by candlelight, yet they keep dreaming. We promised that education will never again be a privilege for the few, but a right for every child. Today we are delivering on that promise. Since 2018, enrollment, retention, and completion rates have all risen. We have built over 1,500 classrooms and upgraded school water and sanitation facilities. We have trained more than 20,000 teachers, including 14,000 in early grade literacy and numeracy. We continue to pay fees for MPSC, daycare, PASS, and retirement. Girls are thriving as never before. More girls are completing school and passing exams. Free sanitary pads, school feeding. Child mothers are helping them return to school and succeed. Independent assessments show our students are now matching their peers in Africa's best performing education systems. Education is our moral duty. An educated child is a free child, a productive citizen, and a future leader. Technical and higher education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, education must prepare our young people for the jobs of tomorrow. In our first term, we laid the foundation. In this term, we are consolidating that work, building a competitive, future-ready workforce. We are reforming technical and higher education to match skills to jobs. The Work Done Camp project, backed by the African Development Bank, is revitalizing technical institutes to train youth in agro-processing, waste management, digital skills, and entrepreneurship. The Center of Excellence for Automotive Training, a $3.5 million partnership with Japan and UNIDO, offers 960 hours of certified training in 39 modules, creating opportunities, especially for young women. Through the recognition of broad learning program, informal workers in construction and HVAC are getting certified for skills they already have. Digital connectivity is transforming learning. With ELCOM and Starlink, we connected 9 universities across 23 campuses to affordable internet, reaching over 10,000 students in just 90 days. This year, with UNDP's Timbuktu initiative, we will launch Uniport, Hub for Digital Entrepreneurship and Innovation. We passed 2 landmark laws: the revised Tertiary Education Commission Act and the National Commission for Technical and Vocational Education Act to strengthen governance and quality. A national research and innovation policy is being developed to position universities as drivers of industrialization and climate science. We are upgrading Major Magai and Bonobo campuses, fast-tracking Kono University of Science and producing 14,000 school furniture units locally, creating employment. The dignitaries Sierra Leone Students Loan Scheme has supported over 1,000 postgraduates and will soon extend to undergraduates, ensuring that no dream ends for lack of money. Every country's greatest wealth is its people. By investing in their skills, we invest in Sierra Leone's future. Healthcare, building a resilient and inclusive system. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, a nation's wealth means little if its people are unhealthy. People are unhealthy. No mother should die giving life. No child should die due to lack of care. We have strengthened our healthcare system, building hospitals, training doctors, and expanding services to every district. Domestic health spending is up by 2%. The Sierra Leone Social Health Insurance Scheme is reducing out-of-pocket costs. The National Public Health Agency and our real-time disease surveillance system means outbreaks are detected faster and responses are better. We recruited 15% more health workers, bringing the total to over 14,000 and double medical school enrollment. Over 40 doctors are training locally in specialist fields through the postgraduate college of health specialties. Key investments include the 166-bed Judith Mother Bio Pediatric Center with excellence in modernized regional and district hospitals, ambulances in all 16 districts, oxygen plants in regional capitals for critical care. Maternal and newborn deaths have fallen by 70%. And immunization coverage has improved nationwide. Off-grid solar now powers rural health centers, enabling safe night deliveries and vaccine storage. Healthcare is about dignity, survival, and hope. In January, when Sweden recorded its first mpox case, our response was swift. Emergency systems were activated, testing was decentralized, and health workers trained. Today, there is no active outbreak, but surveillance remains strong. Gender equality and children's affairs. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, gender equality remains central to our national agenda. The Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act is being implemented through gender units in ministries, gender budgeting, and training. We continue to fight sexual and gender-based violence with stronger legal systems, psychosocial support, and nationwide awareness campaigns. We passed the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act and laid the Child Rights Bill, which will consolidate legal protection for every child. Social welfare and protection. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, my government is committed to fostering a just and inclusive society by expanding social protection, promoting disability inclusion, enhancing mental health services, and providing support for elderly people and retirees. Two landmark laws, the Social Work Regulatory Act and the Social Protection Act, are building stronger systems for the elderly, retirees, and persons with disability. Through the National Social Safety Net, 84,000 elderly-headed households have been registered digitally. With cash transfers, over 11,000 elderly citizens aged 75 and above. NASIT is expanding social security to provide protection to even the informal sector. To combat drug abuse, rehabilitation centers in Haiti and Bo have helped over 400 former drug users rebuild their lives. We are also addressing substance abuse among persons with disabilities through programs combining rehabilitation with vocational training. Already 200 people are training in tailoring in Makeni and Freetown. With a $1 million India UN grants, we are establishing ski centers and a disability village to empower vulnerable citizens. A nation's strength is measured not by how it treats the powerful, but how it protects the vulnerable. Water and sanitation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, clean water and adequate sanitation are basic rights. We created the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, launched the Western Area Peninsula Water Fund, and introduced new regulations on groundwater use, pollution control, and dam safety. Across the country, systems are being rehabilitated in Blama, Bandawo, Kailam, and Kabbalah to expand water supply to communities. We are building 100 solar-powered boreholes with tanks and standposts for underserved communities. In Freetown, a multi-donor project is expanding supply, including 60,000 cubic meters of reservoir at Regent Babadori, upgrades to Congo Dam, and new pipelines. The Guma Valley Allentown expansion will add new sources, 40 kilometers of pipe, 6 reservoirs, and upgraded pumping stations. Clean water does more than just quench thirst. It keeps our children in school, reduces disease, and frees up our women and girls to build their future. Game Changer 3, Youth Employment Scheme. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, everything we have achieved in education, health care, and skills development leads to one goal: creating real opportunities for our young people. If our youth do not find jobs at home or hope, they will look for it elsewhere, or worse, fall prey to drugs and violence. 2 years ago, I launched the Youth Employment Scheme, a bold pledge to create 500,000 jobs in 5 years. This was a promise to fight for the right of every young Sierra Leonean to opportunity, dignity, and hope. Today, we are delivering on that promise. Jobs are being created across agriculture, mining, construction, energy, sports, the creative economy, and the digital sector. Thousands of young people are receiving technical training in various fields, including mechanics, construction, hospitality, welding, and entrepreneurship. Over 250 young women have joined the new programs in digital literacy and business. Across the country, youth-led farming and fisheries projects are thriving. Under the World Bank-funded PSSNYE project, 8,000 young people will each receive seed funding to start or grow their businesses. But let me speak directly to our young people. You are the hands that will build Sierra Leone's future. Your dreams matter more than diamonds or gold. Do not let drugs like Kush steal your future. As we continue our fight to combat drugs and substance abuse, do not give in to hopelessness or anger. We are giving you the tools to live dignified lives. Free education, vocational training, digital skills, access to finance, and opportunities in agriculture, technology, and enterprise. But opportunity alone is not enough. Discipline, courage, and self-belief must follow. And that is what I ask of you, the young people of this country. When you choose to learn a skill, to start a business, to grow your own food, you are already shaping Sierra Leone's destiny. Your hands must build, your minds must create, your voices must lead. This government, I assure you, will stand with you, invest in you, and fight for you. But you too must rise and fight for yourselves. Because the story of Sierra Leone's next chapter will not be written by politicians like us here or lawmakers alone. It will be written by welders, coders, farmers, athletes, teachers, innovators, keke riders. The future is yours to claim, and we will walk that road with you every step of the way. Game changer 4, technology and infrastructure development. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if we want Sierra Leone to compete in the modern world, we must invest in the tools of tomorrow, technology and infrastructure. These are not luxuries. They are the foundations of jobs, opportunity, and national pride. Start with technology. Honorable Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Technology is no longer optional. It is the engine of modern life, powering everything from farming and running businesses to delivering public services. At the 2025 Salon Innovate Digital Government Summit, we celebrated the creativity of our young people, young innovators, especially women, designing solutions in AI, cybersecurity, coding, and entrepreneurship. A young farmer even won the Presidential Innovation Prize for digital farming hub. For a digital farming hub. Prove that our youth can lead in innovation when given the chance. Government services are now easier to access. Payroll and attendance are digitized, cutting ghost workers. A new government yellow page connects citizens directly to contracts and services across ministries. These reforms are backed by over $100 million United States dollars in investment from China Exim Bank and the World Bank, funding fiber optic expansion in 14 districts, new digital skills programs, and modern service platforms. Energy infrastructure. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, energy is the backbone of a modern economy. Without power, there can be no industry, no job, no future-ready nation. That is why I have taken charge of the sector. I believe leadership must be hands-on, as policy without action is ineffective. Last year, we signed the landmark $480 million United States MCC compact to expand our transmission infrastructure, support electricity distribution, governance, and sector reform. In January 2025, the U.S. government launched a global review of MCC compacts around the world. As your talk and do president, I'm proud to report that as of July 24th, Syria's compact was among the few approved to continue. A strong endorsement of our leadership, reforms, and our partnership with the United States of America. We joined the Mission 300 initiative in January 2025, a global effort to have energy poverty through innovative financing of renewable energy. We are finalizing the Mission 300 Energy Compact, targeting $2.4 billion to expand electricity access to 78% of the population and raise renewable energy to 52% by 2030. To meet rising demand, we are expanding our national generation capacity through strategic projects that are already underway. 108.5 megawatts non-gas to energy plant at Isidokia, a floating LNG hub for the Mano River Union, a 40 megawatt respite solar project, and a 40 megawatt Scatec plant, solar plant at Kamakwe. We are upgrading existing generation assets at Itom and Black Hole, doubling capacity at the Dodogoma hydro plant by converting it into a hybrid hydro-solar facility and expanding Bumbuna by an additional 50 megawatt with support of OPEC. Through CLSG and ESLI, power has reached schools, health centers, and rural communities. Our goal is clear: to generate over 1,000 megawatts of power by 2030. Infrastructure, roads, bridges, and transport. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, good roads are more than asphalt and bridges. They connect farmers to markets, students to schools, and patients to hospitals. They give every Sierra Leonean a fair chance to thrive. That is why we are investing heavily across the country. Through public-private partnerships, we are financing the Koblo Golama Mabang Bridge and the 86-kilometer Wayambagamba to Junction Road. Proposals for the 85-kilometer Mano Junction, Tongo, Bumpe, In 2024, the Road Maintenance Fund supported the upkeep of 1,403 kilometers of roads, culverts, bridges, ferries, and created a modern road condition database with the ILO. This year, 39.7 million new loans have been allocated to local councils for road maintenance and rehabilitation. Beyond roads, transport is also about connecting people and building inclusion. We launched the 50 Wakafan buses, serving 25,000 passengers daily. Nearly half of them women and people with disabilities. At Lamley, we opened the modern public transit terminal. And we are building a marketplace with daycare for 2,500 traders, giving working mothers a more supportive space. And because the future must be green, and because the future must be green, we are developing a national policy for electric buses in partnership with South Korea. To curb fraud and improve traffic security, we introduced the RFID vehicle licenses, biometric driver's licenses, and digital documents. New service centers and mobile registration units are bringing services closer to remote communities. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, these achievements ensure fairness, dignity, and shared prosperity. Development must reach every Sierra Leonean, not just those across the freedom. Game Changer 5, revamping the public service. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, good governance begins with a public service that truly serves the people. One that is efficient, fair, and accountable. A government can only deliver when its institutions are strong, trusted, and focused on results. Over the past year, we have taken bold steps to transform our public service into a modern, professional institution that delivers for every Sierra Leonean. For the first time since 2011, we updated the Civil Service Code, introduced clear performance appraisals, and digitized key HR processes from recruitment to training. These changes are building a culture of professionalism and accountability. Soon, this House will receive a new public service policy and bill to strengthen the legal framework. For the first time, our draft revised constitution we dedicate an entire chapter to the public service, embedding integrity and merit at the heart of governance. Accountability in the public service. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, accountability is not optional. Citizens deserve to know how their taxes are used. The Anti-Corruption Commission continues to act independently. In 2024 alone, it recovered nearly 35 million new loans and achieved 90% compliance through its online asset declaration system. Sierra Leone is now ranked among the top 10 most improved countries on the Mo Ibrahim Governance Index. And 7th for anti-corruption. We have launched the 5th generation anti-corruption strategy, a homegrown, tech-driven plan to fight corruption in both the private and public sectors. Digitalizing payment systems and audit services. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are modernizing how government manages money. The Integrated Financial Management Information System, IFMIS, is now live in 20 MDAs, making payments faster, more transparent, and harder to abuse. Gratuity payments to dignitaries are now automated, ending years of frustrating delays. Audit Service Sierra Leone has expanded its coverage to 88% of public spending and now conducts performance audit to ensure that resources deliver real value for citizens. These reforms boost trust in our institutions. A nation can only succeed when its people believe that public resources are used for the public good. This is the government we are building, a government that works, delivers, and remains accountable to the people it serves. We are laying the foundation for a public service that is honorable, professional, and citizens-focused. Because good governance is not about grand speeches, it is about results that the people can feel in their lives. Critical sectors and cross-cutting areas. The economy. Let me now highlight critical sectors. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me now highlight other critical sectors and cross-cutting areas, beginning with the economy, the engine of our national transformation. Our economy has weathered difficult global storms. Rising energy prices, supply chain disruptions, and the lingering effect of pandemic. Yet, Sierra Leone has remained resilient. In 2024, GDP grew by 4%, driven by mining, agriculture, construction, light manufacturing, and tourism. Inflation fell from 54.5% to 9.38%. The Leone depreciated only by 5.7% against the United States dollar. These gains show that our fiscal and monetary reforms are working. Domestic revenue reached 14.6 billion. The fiscal deficit narrowed to 4.8% of GDP, and public debt declined to 39.5% of GDP through disciplined repayment and exchange rate stability.
And the CPI, they just change the commodity that we don't know.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members,
Mr. I know that the CPI now adjust.
let us be frank.
And the commodities don't change. They're the same.
We cannot build our future on aid. Sierra Leone must fund its own development. And that is why we are expanding our revenue base, improving revenue collection, plugging illicit financial flows that rob us of billions of leones each year.
Reduce unnecessary travel.
Every leone lost to tax evasion or illegal transfer is a classroom not built, a road not paved, and a hospital not equipped. So I call on every citizen and business to pay their fair share in taxes. National pride involves not just waving the green, white, and blue flag. It also means contributing to the nation our fair share. The IMF's $240 million extended credit facility, approved in November 2024, is not a handout. It is a vote of confidence in our reforms and leadership. We are diversifying our economy, investing in agriculture, tourism, and value-added mining, while building a stronger private sector to create jobs and expand export. Progress is rare, but the road ahead requires discipline, sacrifice, and shared responsibility. Trade and industry, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Sierra Leone is open for business. We have signed new trade and investment agreements with partners from Turkey to South Korea, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. We became the first country to complete the AFCFTA readiness assessment, giving us a roadmap for regional trade and investor confidence. To protect citizens from volatile global markets, we introduced a transparent pricing formula for essential goods like rice, flour, sugar, cement, petroleum, helping stabilize living costs. Our manufacturing sector now contributes 22% to GDP. The growth in food processing, cement, aluminium, copper, recycling, and plastics. These progress show that smart policies and private enterprise can drive a more diverse, resilient economy. Downstream petroleum sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are building a secure, competitive energy market that gives citizens and businesses access to affordable, reliable fuel. The new National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, strengthened by the 2025 Act, now ensures a reliable fuel supply, better infrastructure, and fair competition. Petroleum imports Gross imports grew by 56% in 2024, while storage capacity expanded by 86% to 250,000 metric tons. With World Bank support, we modernized the pricing formula, making it transparent and responsive to global markets. Upstream and midstream petroleum sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Sierra Leone is boldly positioning itself as West Africa's next frontier for oil and gas exploration. Our offshore basin, though largely unexplored, holds immense geological promise. With the right investment, our upstream petroleum sector could be transformative for our economy and people. A landmark offshore study identified 80 deep water exploration leads with early estimates of 30 billion barrels of recoverable oil and gas. We completed a 30 million 3D seismic survey, the first in over a decade, adhering to global safety and environmental standards. The data will guide drilling decisions planned for 2026, attract investment and develop local expertise by offering training and capacity building for Sierra Leoneans in various phases. Sierra Leone is one of 13 signatories to the 25 billion Africa Atlantic Gas Pipeline Project, a transformative initiative to connect West African gas to European markets. The project is for regional industrial growth, create jobs, increase transit revenue, and develop a domestic gas market for power and exports, delivering affordable energy for households and industry. With responsible management, our upstream petroleum sector can usher a new era of national prosperity. My government is committed to leading this effort with clear vision and accountability for the benefit of all Sierra Leoneans. Mining, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mining remains a cornerstone of our economy. In 2024, mineral exports generated $1.12 billion, with growth in iron ore, rutile, and mineral sands. Reforms under the 2022 Mines and Minerals Development Act have strengthened transparency and community benefits. This year, we disbursed $6.7 million in community development funds for schools, clinics, and water systems in Putloko and Tonkolili. Non-tax mining revenues rose by 34% to $28 million due to better oversight and increased production. But our vision goes beyond exporting raw minerals. We are adding value locally, diversifying exports, and ensuring sustainable practices. Our natural resource must work for the people, today and for generations to come. Environment and climate change, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Climate change is not a distant threat. It's already here. Heavier rains, floods, landslides that are destroying lives and livelihoods. That is why climate resilience is now a national priority. We are embedding climate action in all development planning, implementing our updated Paris Agreement commitments, reforesting degraded areas, protecting biodiversity, and tackling illegal construction of waterways. Our approach is focused on safeguarding homes, farms, and communities while securing the future of Sierra Leone. In July, the Gola Forest National Park and the Tiwai Island Wildlife Sanctuary, collectively called the Gola Tiwai Complex, were officially designated as Sierra Leone's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. This momentous achievement reflects our nation's rich biodiversity and underscores the global ecological importance of these pristine natural ecosystems, national cohesion, and democracy. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the true strength of a nation is not measured only in GDP or kilometers of euros. It is measured in the bonds that hold its people together, in the trust that no matter our differences, we share one destiny, red or green. Our destiny is colorless. Over the past year, national dialogue has helped us confront hardships, seek reconciliation, and reaffirm a simple but powerful truth: Sierra Leone must always come first. Like our great rivers, which gather strength from many tributaries, our nation draws power from its diversity, from every region, every faith, and every community. Sierra Leone today remains one of Africa's most peaceful nations. According to the 2025 Global Peace Index, we are the second most peaceful in West Africa, fifth in Africa, and 57 globally. This is not by chance. It is the result of hard work, of years of collaboration, red and green, tolerance, vigilance, and through the Independence Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, we have institutionalized peace in the country. The Commission mediates disputes, promotes union, and strengthens early warning systems to prevent conflict. But peace is like a bridge. It must be maintained constantly, or it will weaken and break. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me address the dangers of persistent election denialism and election denialism and reckless conspiracy theories. Mr. Chairman, honorable members, we cannot love Sierra Leone while we undermine the very institutions that allow our democracy to thrive. Denying legitimate elections is not free speech. It is direct attack on our stability and future. If we are to truly honor the sacrifices of those who built and preserved our peace, we must defend it with unity, courage, and unwavering resolve. In addressing the challenges within our electoral system and institutions, my government has chosen the more difficult challenge, yet commendable path, to reform what has been inherited as flawed. For decades, inefficiencies in Sierra Leone's electoral systems have undermined public trust. we are the first administration bold enough to confront these systemic weaknesses head on. Yes. The Tripartite Committee on Electoral Systems and Management Bodies Review is conducting a historic review of more than 80 reform proposals. This is a thorough, citizen-informed process designed to enhance transparency, inclusion, and credibility. I commend the multi-partisan collaboration that has made this possible. Through open consultations nationwide, we are shaping reforms that will restore public trust, strengthen electoral justice, and leave behind a democracy that works for all citizens. This government will fully implement these reforms because a democracy is only as strong as the systems that protect it. Mr. Speaker, honorable members,
They are not sure.
as leaders entrusted with our nation's future, we must continually champion reforms that foster unity and inclusion. It is time to renew national dialogue on adopting the proportional representation. This time round, dialogue on adopting proportional representation, not just for parliamentary election, but across the executive and public sector. This very house demonstrates its value, having increased women's participation across party lines. We must therefore build a governance architecture that truly reflects the diversity and multiplicity that exists in Suriname. I now come to civic engagement and public information. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, democracy thrives when citizens are informed and engaged. That is why we continue to work closely with civil society and the press. These institutions amplify citizens' voices, strengthen transparency, and hold leaders to account. Through the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, we launched the National Civic Education and Engagement Initiative, a platform for open, timely, and inclusive communication between the government and the people. This includes weekly press briefings in Creole, nationwide civic events, an annual civic festival, and the presidential town hall meeting. Our efforts are paying off. Sierra Leone has risen 9 places on the Global Press Freedom Index and now scores 91% on the MCC Freedom of Information Indicator. This progress is proof. This progress is proof that open governance and the free press are not threats to power. They are the lifeblood of democracy. National security and the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, peace is precious. Peace is precious, and it is guarded every day by the men and women of our security and intelligence services. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to them for their discipline, sacrifice, and patriotism. They ensure that no ambition rises above the Constitution and the Sierra Leone remains stable and secure. Our community policy model is reducing crime, including homicide, robbery, trafficking, and drug-related offenses. Strategic investments in infrastructure, communication surveillance, and welfare have made our police more effective. New legislation to strengthen professionalism, accountability, and community engagement in policing will soon come before this House. The Office of National Security has improved early warning systems, crime response, private security regulation, and regional cooperation, reinforcing internal stability. The Public of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, ASLAF, under the new tri-service structure, continues to defend our sovereignty while adopting the new defense. The first national defense policy now aligns its missions with national development. Foreign relations and international cooperation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, today, Sierra Leone stands taller on the global stage than at any other time in our history. We are serving simultaneously as non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council and as members of the African Union Peace and Security Council This role allows us to shape conversation on peace, security, and global justice, and to amplify Africa's voice where decisions are made. During our presidency of the United Nations Security Council last year, Sierra Leone convened 20 formal meetings, adopted 4 key resolutions, and led historic debates on Africa's representation and a new global agenda for peace. As coordinator of the African Union Committee of 10 on the UN Security Council reform, we achieved a breakthrough long thought to be impossible. For the first time, the United States of America publicly supported 2 permanent seats for Africa. Hosting the C10 retreat in Freetown further reinforced our leadership on this vital reform. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am fully aware of the criticisms that sometimes follow my overseas trips.
Confession. True confession.
Detractors, some of them are here. We normally say, and SO2,
Yes, sir.
I don't travel back. Let me assure this honorable house that every mission undertaking serves the national interest of Sierra Leone. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Sierra Leone must be present at the global table, not as mere spectators, but as active contributors, ensuring that our voice plays a role in shaping decisions that will define our future. The truth is that investments, partnerships, and opportunities do not come to those who stay silent in their little corners. Investments, partnership, opportunities do not come to those who stay in their little corners. Silent. As a small nation, we must work twice as hard to secure our rightful place in the world. And that is exactly what I do on your behalf. I do not enjoy flying, I'm not a pilot. But I go because Sierra Leone must be seen, heard, and respected. These engagements have yielded tangible results, unlocking financing for transformative projects in areas such as roads, energy, agriculture, digital infrastructure, and climate resilience. Additionally, they have often led to new trade agreements, strengthening our international partnerships. To expand our reach and support Sierra Leoneans abroad, we have opened new diplomatic missions in Algeria, France, and Ireland. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, on the current occupation of Yenga, our position is peaceful but resolute. We are firmly committed to a diplomatic solution, but we will always defend our sovereignty through lawful means. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in June 2025, I was deeply honored to assume the role of chairman of the This is a national responsibility and a source of pride. It gives Sierra Leone a leading voice in advancing regional peace, democratic economic integration, and infrastructure development. So I'm not shameful clap.
No, they will post it.
Okay, since you are not clapping, let me conclude. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as we open this new session of Parliament, let us remember that the strength and destiny of our nation lie not in the power of a few, but in the unity of all of us. For over 6 decades, Sierra Leone has known hardship and triumph. Yet, through every trial, by the grace of God and by the collective will, we have stood resilient, unbroken, bound by a shared purpose. Today, I call on every one of us across this house, across our political divide, across every district and community, to rise above division. Let us choose cooperation over conflict, reconciliation over rancor, and service over self. Our medium-term national development plan is not just a document, it's a roadmap for a Sierra Leone that is just, inclusive, and prosperous. The big 5 game changers are laying the foundation, from education to agriculture, from youth empowerment to technology, from public service reforms to stronger governance. The results are rare. Inflation is falling. The Leone is stabilizing. Prices are easy. And investments are creating jobs. Our classrooms are full. Our health systems are stronger. Maternal and infant deaths are declining. And our women and children are more protected today than ever before. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, press freedom thrives. The death penalty is no more. Justice is not accessible. Sierra Leone stands tall at the United Nations, at the African Union, at ECOWAS, a voice for democracy, peace, and principled leadership. To our development partners, friends, and nations, I express our deep gratitude for all you do to support us. Your trust and support have helped us build roads, lives, homes, grow food, and expand opportunity. But the greatest thanks goes to the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you, the people of Sierra Leone, our farmers, traders, teachers, nurses, soldiers, police officers, young people with dreams, and elders with wisdom. Your daily sacrifices keep our nation moving forward. Our development journey continues. Peace remains delicate. Democracy requires constant vigilance. Prosperity demands courage and sacrifice. So let us celebrate how far we have come together, but refuse to be complacent. Let us pledge to build a country where justice is not selective, where opportunity is not limited to the privileged, where every Sierra Leonean, regardless of background, can live with dignity, pride, and hope. My dua.
Amen, amen.
May the Almighty God bless our beloved republic. May He let you understand.
And you too.
May God guide our work in this parliament and across our land. And may we always serve Sierra Leone with honor, humility, and unshakable integrity. Thank you all.
First Lady, Ministers, Deputy Ministers of Government, Honorable Members of Parliament, Your Worship the Mayor of Freetown, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency's address will now be received and laid on the table by the majority leader of the House and leader of government business. For the 5-day debate on the motion of thanks to His Excellency the President.
Crocodile.
Correct color.
Go front
Color fine.
Honorable Vice President, Mr. Speaker, my Lord the Chief Justice, Her Excellency the First Lady, Ministers, Deputy Ministers of Government, and Honorable Members of Parliament, Your Worship the Mayor of Freetown, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. After the national anthem, His Excellency the President will leave the chamber, accompanied by Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Majority Leader of the House and Leader of Government Business, and other leaders of the opposition, for the Speaker's suite on the way to State House. Please wait patiently in your places for Mr. Speaker to return and adjourn the sitting of the House. The national anthem, please. That's right. The judges will also accompany the President.
There is victory for us. There is victory for us. In the struggles of APC, there is victory for us. Oh yes, for us, oh yes. In the struggles of APC, there is struggles of APC, there is victory. I begin at something.